build, you can choose the options where the progression items can be. Like you can decide the dungeons, side quest, short side quest, long side quest, and at the start of the randomizers, you'll be given the Wind Waker and the sail, Swift sail, just to make the sailing much more convenient. For the Wind Waker randomizer, it was made. There's a race mode, so you probably saw in the map. Probably saw the map, and it had all the marks, the 4 marks. Those are the dungeons they have to beat, so they will get the Triforce pieces. You probably noticed that in a tracker there's 4 Triforce pieces already, and those 4 dungeons that were marked on the map, they have to visit them because they have to beat them to get the Triforce piece. The other dungeons they can just ignore. Those will not have a progression items, and that's just the race mode setting they have on. And apologies. So the progression items where they are with these settings, the spring tournament is using is the dungeons, short side quests, free gifts, mail, and puzzle secret gates. So about 2-hour long kind of seed you can expect. And the object is just to beat the game. They will need all the masters for upgrades, all the Triforce pieces, then whatever items they need in order to beat the game. And don't forget the light arrows, you need that to beat the Party Puppet Cannon. So right now you can see Mud Girl is trying to do one of the Wind Waker glitches called storage. Very broken glitch. She's gonna try to store this chest that is here in this room, so she doesn't have to come back here later with a leaf. Normally you will have to have a leaf to get the board of the chests, but she wants to use it for storage. It's frame perfect, by the way, just reminding. Meanwhile, epicYoshi is in Windfall, which is usually the spot where every runner starts from, because it has the most of the free items to just check. For example, the killer bees, just catch them all and you will get 2-3 items. There's also Dingle, Dot, the guy next to the gravestone. Mackerel is having some trouble with his storage. It's a hard trick. I completely missed epicYoshi got the Skull Hammer. I was focusing on Masquerel and looking at the rules and stuff. I assume epicYoshi got it from Dingle possibly or Dot. But from Dingle most likely. With the storage, what Masquerel is supposed to do is she's doing it right. All she has to do is just press the B button, which is the putting off the Wind Waker in a specific moment, which is right before she hits the ground. But she hasn't got it, so I assume she's just gonna ignore the storage and just get the chest opening. I think I didn't see quite well what were the dungeons, but Forsaken Fortress was one of the dungeons they have to beat. Quite a common dungeon you have to go to in a bit with the randomizer, especially with the race mode. Whenever one of them opens the map, I'll try to see which ones they are. That's a bullet upgrade for Mad Curl. That opens one of the locations from a mail. epicYoshi getting the Tingle. Treasure chart 14. I can't remember what location that is. Note to Mom. Unfortunately, epicYoshi cannot mail that right now because he needs a delivery bag in order to mail any letters. As you can see, Matt Girl, there's a mail. Just talk to the mailbox and you'll get an item. This is the Rockspire ad. How convenient, some rupees. Might be needed later. At the start it's not like there's that much stuff opened. Okay, so I just saw the map from Mad Girl, so for a second fortress, Tower of the Gods, both Wind and Earth Temple has to be beaten to get the Triforce pieces. Which means, technically, Grappling Hook is not required for those dungeons, but you need that in order to beat the game, actually. Right now, Matt Girl is following epicYoshi's footsteps in a windfall. Meanwhile, Epic, what are we gonna get from this? Bait bag. Bait. You know, the bait bag can be really good in some cases. Imagine you haven't found the grappling hook and you have to go to that one island where you have to use the bait bag to hit all those crystals to open the gate, which normally can be skipped with a grappling hook with a specific glitch. And it can be possible the grappling hook is there, but we'll see. So the other item was Maggie's letter, and once again, no delivery bag, can't mail it to the box right now, so Yoshi has to leave the island for a while. There's one more check, I think, in Windfall right now, and that's Mila. Night only, and you have to wait for a long time just to talk to her and get the item. So this is definitely better option right now for epicYoshi to get this salvage corp and the item in a cave. That's an Iris Pearl. That is a necessary item. He needs to beat the Tower of the Gods. What are the runners' models doing? I actually don't know. Mad Girl's sprite looks like Saria because I saw that the Deku shield. Okay, so Maggie gave you the hammer, which is recurrent. Meanwhile, epicYoshi's model, I don't know what is that. I'm not too familiar with the sprites they've developed for the Wind Waker. Playing as a tin. Looks neat. Ooh, mirror shield. That's pretty good. For Yoshi. That was in that cave. The island's name I forgot. So they're pretty much doing their like opposite things. epicYoshi going there where Masker went for the first time. I have a feeling Mila is gonna have something really useful. Because they're running out of locations, I think. Well, except, well, they have a bait pack, so there might be something in that one cave where you can just easily glitch with the grappling hook. Mirror Shield is Mirror Shield now is not useful because you need either Deku Leaf or Hook Shot to get to that one puzzle secret. So Yoshi is trying to do the storage with Mad Girl, which Mad Girl couldn't do. If he's able to get this, he should be aware of the chest item he's gonna store. The thing about the storing the chest is that you won't be getting the item right away. When you go through the loading zone or you void out, then you can see what was the item. And yes, it was a wallet, so he should know this, maybe, that he got the wallet, unless he happens to fail it and try again, but we'll see. Because usually you probably want to open the item menu and see did you get the item, but you don't think about the wallet or just any other items, you know. It has happened where the runner will get one of the pearls and not notice that. And some other items too. So yeah, you can see that he didn't get the wallet upgrade yet. But when he goes through the loading zone, he will get it then. So he's trying to go out of bounds here, but carefully. Oh, he hit the loading zone, nice. So he went through the loading zone and he sees, you see he has the wallet upgrade now. And he's gonna store again. Alright, this is gonna be a mystery chest, guys. Alright, so I have no idea what he just stored, but there's something. Hopefully he'll realize he has the wallet. Really, hopefully. Well, to be honest, he's not gonna miss the mail. When he sees the mail, he'll get it then. Oh yeah, you can do this too. I completely forgot. So using the storage wood you saw there, it changes the hitboxes of Link and acts really weirdly, so you can go through the walls, for example, that are not that thick. So yes, you see that mail there. He just ignored it for a while at least. I have not seen this setup. What is this, Yoshi? Can you do this? I honestly don't know. At least he has infinite tries. That's a good thing. Meanwhile, Mad Girl is in a windfall, checking Mila, which is a really good one, because I think that's the only location left that will give some progression. Might be bombs, might be Master's Fort. Master's Fort wouldn't make sense actually, because you cannot get to Forsaken Fortress yet. But it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. So Yoshi didn't notice he got the mail in a box. He's still wondering what he got. Oh boy. Hopefully he realizes it's the mail. So it's the wallet he got. No, as far as I know, the second item hit storage, that shouldn't show in inventory yet. He has to go to the loading zone or void out in order to get the item from a chest. So what is Mila gonna have? Ooh. Like I said, there has to be something really good for Mila. Hookshot is something they also need in order to beat the game too. Even if Winter Temple wasn't a covered dungeon, they still need Hookshot to beat the game. Unless you want to do Puppet Cannon Skip, but I highly doubt any of the runners want to do that. So Hookshot opens one location. 2 specifically, actually. The one nearby outset, that is open. There's 2 items. Then the one where you need a mirror shield, that's also open. epicYoshi, he's so committed for this, and I don't blame him. He has the storage still. Oh, good one. And that should be it then. He just goes through the door because why not? Storage is a great thing. So what is this item gonna be? I would like this to be a grappling hook because it just shows that, hey dude, you really had to use the pet bag to get this item. As you can see again, Forsaken Fortress, Tower of the Gods, Earth Temple and Wind Temple are the current dungeons to beat. So Deku Leaf was there. Interesting. Helps out a lot to go through stuff. You have to save Warp out, Yoshi. You're stuck there. Hopefully he realizes the mail. He should have at this point. And okay, there it is. So it was actually the green pearl he got from the second chest. Mad Girl is opting for just doing it in a normal way, most likely. So Yoshi got the big top box because of Pharaoh's Pearl, if I recall correctly. That's the reason he got it. Opens 3 locations in a windfall. Really good. The upgrade for big top box will open 1 more location in a windfall then. This is a good one for Mad Girl to do right now. She got the hook shot a while ago. Better to do this out of the way. And the seed is probably like kind of telling you to do this as soon as possible, since you got the hook shot. And as we know right now, epicYoshi has Leaf, Mad Girl has hook shot. Combining those 2, then a big top box is like, the big top box is gonna have something, and Mad Girl may have something here. Super Swim is used in a bit better speedruns. Using a storage, you make it really easy to do. And since the runners will have the Windbreaker already in a randomizer, they can just use the storage anywhere they want. And at the start of the randomizer, they're also gonna get the 3 of the 3 Windbreaker songs. Chasing the Wind, Warping, Ballad of Gales, I think it was, and Chasing the Night and Daydawn. I forgot the names completely, I'm sorry. Then a Swift Shell is just a hacked option for this game. Swift Shell is in a Windbreaker HD that makes you go way faster than you normally would, just to make sailing much more convenient for randomizer. And there is also, in every dungeon, there's a secret bot, warp bot, added in a dungeon, so that which can warp you from a dungeon to the other dungeon. For example, the Dragon Roost Cavern, you can go from there to Forest Haven, or Forbidden Woods, I think it was, or Tower of the Gods, but you have to open those order to do that. Then the same goes with the Forsaken Fortress to Earth Temple to Wind Temple. So let's see. The runners are checking the different locations. It's gonna be Mad Girl. Empty bottle. Not recovered item to beat the game, but it opens a location. Grandma will give you an item when you heal her. You need a fairy for it. Yes, Leaf was in that one chest where you normally need to use the bait bag, and Yoshi has that. I forgot the island name. I haven't run the game for a while, or just can't remember. I only remember some island names. And a chicken chest in this location for Mad Girl was just a full heart container. Oh, Din's Pearl for Yoshi. That means Tower of the Gods is open. However, that's one of the dungeons that requires bombs to check some of the locations, and a bow. You need a bow and bombs in order to beat the dungeon, which he doesn't have. He actually cannot check anything there. It's open though, but he cannot check anything. He needs bombs at least. And a command melody. If you don't do the skips, or know them at least. So Mad Girl is gonna make sure she's gonna use that bottle as soon as possible and go heal the grandma, I assume. You get a soup from her, so which is very good. And with the soup glitch, you can just have an infinite amount of soup. By using to get the soup glitch, you just have to have the soup in a X-Fire set. Press the soup button and start at the same time. Then equip something over soup and you will just soup it over that, but it doesn't really soup it, it's just like cubing it. It's just like storing it, I guess. You don't really need a second bottle for the soup glitch. One bottle is just enough for it, but having more bottles make it more convenient to have extra soup, yeah. The soup just fully recovers your health, magic, and it gives you double damage. Double damage only if you have full hearts. Full health. Make sure you check out the bracket standings for Spring Randomizer, Spring Tournament Randomizer. This is a Group A match, the last one for Group A, and this race decides who's gonna move on to bracket. Both of the racers have a same win and loss standings. Mad Girl is gonna get that item from Grandma later. You have to either save Forp or just change the day or night. Twice, I guess. Yoshi with the hook shot. He probably knows where he wants to go next. Okay, so it has to be twice. And what is this gonna be? Damn. So much joy from that, huh? From a sound effect, you can always tell that it's not gonna be a good item if you hear that or just something else. Like the basic item get sound effect is good. Not sure. Yoshi is probably gonna get the Pick the Box stuff, but did he bounce that Lenny guy yet? Oh, he did. Okay, I didn't know this. So Mad Girl gonna get the item with the pay. Oh, she just bought fully. The bag is filled. And there's the bombs for Yoshi. So that opens for second fortress. However, he cannot beat it yet. He needs masters for it in order to beat the second fortress. But he can go to Tower of the Gods. There might be something useful in those first 3 chests at least in the beginning of the dungeon. Take the picture of the couple because there's a gossip or rumor of them having being together. I think it was something like that. Has to be daytime so he can show the picture. What was the most trolley seat so far in the tournament? I honestly haven't kept up with the races that much recently. I can imagine there has been some really bad ones, because usually you expect about 2 hours with these and the settings are the progression items can be only in dungeons, short side quests, free gifts, mail and puzzle secret case, and there's a far more options than these. Also race mode is enabled, so only 4 dungeons are required to beat the game, or only 4 dungeons are required for this randomizer, just to make it convenient. Since they start with 4 Triforce pieces, they know the 4 dungeons they have to beat to get those 4 remaining Triforce pieces. So Yoshi got the... Ooh, a Mad Melody. That's pretty good. A recurrent item for all these dungeons he has to go to. Except for second fortress, but still recurrent. 3 out of 4 dungeons recurrent that. That girl having some trouble with these birds. Having an elemental arrow in a maze chest is really bad luck. It's like you just don't expect it to be there. The maze chest is the last check you would most likely do in a randomizer, and it's a big gamble if you go there. In a Ganos castle, the location where the light arrows are in a vanilla game, that is called maze chest. You commit so much time for it, so it's like just you don't expect to go there. Yoshi is checking the bomb island. He has the bombs, so he can do it. Since he has bombs, the one location next to Windfall has 2 items that recovers bombs or power bracelet, so you can open it, open them to get the chests. Mad Girl gonna get her leaf here. Light arrows can't be in a Canon's castle. That's a thing. It's just not common. You don't expect it to be there. That command melody was from getting the mail from Beetle because of bombs. That's true. That's true. Getting the specific items will give you different mails. Like, for example, bombs is 1. Rupees, so wallet is 1. Wallet upgrade. Just needs the first upgrade. And Warrior's Pearl is 1. Beating certain dungeons, such as for second fortress. What are you doing, Yoshi? That was kinda interesting jump slash, I have to say. So beating for second fortress gives you Arul's letter. Healing Grandma gives you Grandma letter. And some other things like Earth Temple. Beating Earth Temple gives you Pyro's letter, if I recall correctly. And Orca's letter is from Forbidden Books. However, that's not dungeon you have to beat, so I expect that's not recurrent. I believe it's not because the game. I assume the randomizer is made in that way with the race mode that if you don't have to beat this dungeon, then there's no progression, even if it's a male. I might be wrong. Might be wrong. I think Yoshi wants to jump slash. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking. You don't want to do the parry the whole time. The parry kills those enemies. Oh, I didn't hit the switch. It was bad, man. This enemy is tough when you don't have the Master Sword. With a Hero's Sword, you have to hit the slash twice, so you can stun them and grab them. That's why Yoshi is doing the jump slash. But he keeps getting the parry sometimes. That's why he kills the enemy when he's supposed to. He got the puzzle though, so he's fine. And hookshot it just to make sure he can get there. And it's a treasure chart. For all the trouble, we got a treasure chart. Where are you gonna go next, Yoshi? You have Tower of the Gods open, but do you wanna commit there without being able to beat the dungeon? He needs still a bow to beat the dungeon. He has to leave, so he can just do it without grappling hook. Oh, still committing for something else in a Windfall, I guess. Or maybe the island next to Windfall. That's my case. Mad Girl getting the Wadore's Pearl. Tracker hasn't tracked both now. Oh, she only has Wadore's Pearl, my bad. I thought she had the Nido's Pearl already. Might be getting it from some occasion soon. She hasn't got the Nido's Pearl yet. I forgot where it was. It's the Pick the Box from Wadore's Pearl. Yoshi's back here. Yeah, she was here. He was here already. He got the Meteor Shield. Now he's checking the other locations that recovers the bomb or power bracelet. Unfortunately, one more location is here, but recovers grappling hook. Get it. So pretty much at the start of the Wind Waker randomizer, you want to find these items before you commit to any dungeons. Oh, Hero's Bow. That means Tower of the Gods is a beatable dungeon for epicYoshi. He doesn't need grappling hook. He can go without it. Unless he doesn't know how to do the puzzle skip with the second one, statue. Oh yeah, true. He has a command melody. Might be. So yeah, he doesn't need a grappling hook then. What Mad Girl can do here, she only has to just go through him. The invisible barrier is gone in a randomizer for Lenny, so he can just walk past him. And yes, that's true what Halfon said in a chat. So with the bow, it's made in this way that it's a progressive item. So let's say there's two heroes bow, you would see that the runners have gotten, but they're in a different locations. So for example, like Mad Girl would have got it in a location X, then epicYoshi got it in location Y. It just means that they got the hero's bow, but it was their first hero's bow. So whatever they find the second one, it will be fire and ice arrow. Then the last one is light arrow. Just shortly said, the bow is progressive item, so there's no way you will downgrade it or so. You can find the upgrades for the bow, but they're not necessary. You can, for example, find the 60 arrow upgrade, but you still wouldn't get the bow, of course. You need the bow separately. And there's the bomb for Mad Girl. And yeah. Whichever bow you get first, it will be your bow. Then the remaining ones will be the upgrades. And light arrow is one of those items you need in order to beat the game, guys. Unless you want to do a skip for puppet cannon, but I highly doubt anybody wants to do that. Ever. Quivers are not upgrades for the bow, it's just the additional upgrades. Not necessary to beat the game. So this location where Yoshi was, it was just what was the item she got here? Oh yeah, things. No, what was it? Not what was this? Oh, a bottle. Makes sense. And the picture was just 10 rupees. The second chest here was the full heart. For epicYoshi, I mean. The Beetle shop, bomb thing. Command melody. I didn't know about that jump, Yoshi. Thanks for showing us. Yeah, so with the way Yoshi has been like routing this, he's been made a good progression compared to Mad Girl. Mad Girl has been going here and there, checking one location on and off like that, but now Mad Girl is gonna get like all these three cave. Oh, and there's the Nairo's Pearl, so Salvage Corp had the Nairo's Pearl. But now she's gonna go here and get everything in one go because she has the bomb. Dean's Pearl was in this cave where Mad Girl is going. There's also a mirror shield. Oh yeah, it was a bow. No, Dean's Pearl. Dean's Pearl is not here. My bad. It's a bow. I misremembered. Really easy to forget the locations. Yeah, this is her first trip. She never went here for the mirror shield. There's the bow. Just needs the Dean's Pearl, so she can visit Tower of the Gods if she wants. Yoshi getting the soup. OP soup. where do you want to go next? At this point, Tower of the Gods, it's like kinda calling the runners to go to. Except Math Girl, she doesn't have Team Spell yet.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, can I hear you? Who are you?
My name is August 40th. Good evening, Speed Gaming 3. Sorry.
Good evening. The race so far is very interesting. Yoshi has taken a big lead against Matt Girl. Group A match, the last match, and this will decide who goes to the bracket.
Oh wow, so big match. Yeah, looking at the trackers, it looks like epicYoshi is a few items ahead.
Yeah, and the options they have to beat are the Tower of the Gods, Forsaken Fortress, and both Earth and Wind Temple.
It's like both runners making use of the custom models.
Yes, from what I heard, Yoshi is using a Timmy's, one of those statues looking model, and Matt Girls, I believe it's Saria, because I saw the regular shield being a Deku shield.
Yep, looks like Saria with some blue hair.
Yep.
So Math Girl treading across some lava while epicYoshi swimming. Nice to have items like the leaf and the hook shot early.
Yeah, hookshot was in Mila, and the leaf was in whatever island it is called, where you can clip through the wall with the grappling hook.
One of those islands.
Yeah. Bird speak frog, thanks, chat. So Yoshi is gonna open the gate to get the one of the locations to the item. Really vast room with the fire and ice arrow. You can just use the fire arrow on the platform to light the torches. But since he doesn't have it, he has to use the stick. And Matt Girl is gonna be a little bit disappointed for this price for this puzzle. So, we haven't found a single Master Sword so far. Where do you expect the items will be? The dungeons? Or some random locations? At this point.
I always like to see progression items somewhere out in the overworld as opposed to the dungeon.
Yeah, makes you like think that, do I really want to do this one-off location more than the whole dungeon? epicYoshi, you can check everything in the left side of this room. They have an access to Forsaken Fortress, but without the Master Sword, they cannot do anything there. I think beating the dungeon Forsaken Fortress, I mean, you need to have a Master Sword. Cannot damage Helmarok without it. Well, especially Puppet Cannon, what? Phantom Cannon, you cannot defeat without Master Sword. Let's see, was this location the Tinispearl people? We'll see that too. Might have been. Oh, convenient. 60 arrows. It's nice to have arrows, especially for Tower of the Gods, the boss fight Godan. There's the pearl. The gods is open. The tower is open. Oh, that's very, very close to the water there, Yoshi. You almost pointed out. Or like, just started swimming, I guess. This will open a path to the remaining of the dungeon. And as I expected, she would commit for the dungeon.
Guys are on the same wave.
They won't have any use for their additional warp pod, since the Dragon Roost and Forbidden Woods are not required dungeons to beat for this seed. It's a nice little add-on they made up for Randomizer. You can switch between the dungeon if you want. Like you will find a progression item for a different dungeon. In a different dungeon, then you can just warp between the dungeons, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the chocolate features of Randomos.
You're having some trouble with the statues. Because it's not nice. Hiding behind the statue.
Math Girl just finding another quiver there.
Yeah, Yoshi wanted that as well. It's pretty nice for this dungeon when you don't have to worry about getting the arrows at the Gohan then. And there's the warp pod that is not usually in a vanilla game, guys. just in case he wanted to open it. Yeah, but like, why not? Doesn't waste too much time. Even though he doesn't need it, technically.
So how many items are we away from go mode?
So let's see, since they have to beat Earth Temple and Wind Temple, which requires more items than Dragon Roost and Forbidden Woods, for example, they need bombs, bow, leaf, mirror shield, hookshot, iron boots, hammer, both Wind Waker songs, the God's lyrics. That's like a lot of items. They still need iron boots and both God's lyrics. So they and a power bracelet. So they still need quite a few items, 4 at least. And a grappling hook is required item to beat the game.
Yeah, not terrible. 50 minutes in.
For sure, yeah. We'll see, will the Maggie's letter be useful, because Mad Girl doesn't have it right now. However, they haven't won the delivery back, so they cannot mail the letter. Ooh, that's an unfortunate void out. So he wants to jump slash on the platform, so he can just grab the statue down below the platform, so he doesn't have to go underneath this area. Seems pretty simple and easy. That's all you have to do. Pretty neat. And there you saw Mad Girl skipping to take the one of the things back where it's supposed to be. That's one of the really old strats, or glitch rather, found in this game. For a long time it used to be the only skip in a game until new discoveries were found, such as boss key skips and so on.
Yeah, I'm really unfamiliar with like any of the glitching strategies and whatnot.
This game used to be really linear back in the days when speedrunning started to get popular in 2013, 2012 or so. Oh, fire an ice arrow from Stone Doublet. That's pretty nice. Opens more locations in Overworld. And yes, Helmer skip is one of the old ones as well. However, for Randomizer, you never want to do it, especially if in a race mode. If you have to beat for second fortress, you need that right first piece. Make sure you follow the runners.
Yep, if you aren't following the runners yet, pop them a follow. If you're so inclined, give them a subscribe. And if you're not following Speed Gaming, you give us a follow too. There's a whole bunch of channels. And any support you can give is greatly appreciated. Yeah, Wind Waker Rando, Zelda 1 Rando, Ocarina of Time Rando. We have Super Mario Brothers 3 Rando. Tons of good stuff.
There's so many good things. And you're just watching in a Speed Gaming 3. There's lots of other channels to watch.
I think there's like 8 total. It's
Last time I
crazy.
checked, it was 5. Last time I checked, it was 5. I guess they really expanded to 8. Soon they're gonna go to 2 digits.
Yeah, well, I think 3 of those are hosting other languages. I think there's a German, a French, and a Spanish channel.
Yeah, I mean that international languages as well. Opportunity for those people who don't speak English, unfortunately.
Yeah,
and that's just nice too.
Yeah, no, it's really cool how wide of a reach video game, Twitch, and speed gaming community has grown.
Yeah, for sure. Matt will gonna be really happy with this item she's gonna get. While Yoshi is doing the remaining of the dungeon still.
If you got a required dungeon you can do, you should clear it out as soon as possible.
This would have been a room they need a grappling hook in. They didn't have a leaf or a bow, especially to just open the mini boss room. It's rough to have a hidden spot still. You cannot one-shot most of the enemies. And there's a demonstration how the sub glitch works. So I believe Mad Girl wants to set up for skipping the command melody use. I believe that's correct. Now she has to stand in the right spot and do the side hops. With this angle, she should be fine. Oh, that's unfortunate. She can't really recover that. It's a kind of precise side hop she has to do twice. So better off she's not doing it then.
Yeah, that's a conversation you gotta have concerning tricks and skips and whatnot. Like, alright, if I fail this, how many times do I fail before I just, go the vanilla way? Before I'm wasting time.
Yeah, it's like one of those tricks you might want to be a little bit familiar with if you want to do it in a randomizers, and especially if you want to skip the command melody completely, you can do that for this dungeon.
That's why practice makes perfect. You're really confident that you can get the trick. It's definitely worth trying.
Apparently it counts as a progression item, and that seems to be item Yoshi just got earlier. Capanadid Island will have 2 items to check. Oh no, Yoshi. Didn't pull out the pistol gun.
Whoopsie!
Whoopsie! Remember, you have the soup, Yoshi. You can use the glitch. It's very easy. There's no such thing as a lead in Randomizer until go mode. Reminding.
Yep, a race can turn around at the drop of a hat.
Just one check you forget whatsoever can decide everything.
Math girl avoiding out there.
So what is their next location is to go after this? Most likely Fire Island, Ice Ring Island, because of the upgrades for bow. Still no Master Sport. I cannot do for second fortress. Although there might be chance Master Sport is in a second fortress. Couldn't it? Because you technically don't need anything to go past the Phantom Cannon, but you need Master Sport to beat the Phantom Cannon and Hellrock. You played the wrong song, Math Girl. Oh, I didn't know about that. Back up, Yoshi. Thanks for showing us. Normally you would have to use the command melody to get off that laser wall.
Yeah, races are a great place to pick up new strat. Oftentimes you'll learn about something you had no idea even existed.
Yeah. Sometimes in the speedruns you wouldn't even see that because it just doesn't make sense. It would be a thing. In a randomizer, you have all these different items. What being so creative, you can just do really crazy things. Dingle Donor is in a randomizer and it is allowed to use the personal. Also below sledge grab for Math Curl. Inches away for not grabbing it. So the last chest, I believe the last chest Yoshi has will have a map. I think I haven't seen a map in this dungeon. Miniboss had the compass.
I don't think there's anything about the Tingle Tuner in Randomizer. If I had to guess, I would say no, because it wouldn't be possible on all versions. Right, it would be pretty unfair if, you know, someone who's running this on like, original hardware or something has access to Game Boy Advance feature emulator racer. But I don't know.
Just like I said, there's the map. You know what is the funny thing about that chest? You have to open it so you can go through this room. Yes, emulators are allowed because runners are running a ROM, hacked ROM, patched ROM, whatsoever you wanna call it. Not really a vanilla game at that point. So emulator like an asset such as a dolphin are allowed to use for races. Ice Arrow. Didn't know it one-shots them. Cool to know. At this point of the game, you don't have the elemental upgrades.
Much more valuable than the ice arrows in Ocarina of Time.
At least it's useful for one boss fight in a cool way.
Good boss fight so far.
So my question is, doesn't the fire arrow one-shot the hands, or is it just the ice arrow? I would guess fire arrow does nothing, since he only uses ice arrow for the hands. Let's go down. Down. This will be their first Triforce piece.
Yoshi's a few minutes ahead of Math Girl, but not too much of a lead. There's a piece of Triforce, up to 5.
Dragon Roost. I'm guessing the Fire Mountain is coming up next. Mad Girl doing what's intended, taking the statues with you up here, placing them down, and the last one is the one you have to stand on.
Yoshi continuing to use those ice arrows.
Dragon Rose. So the dungeons are made in this way. There's a mode called Race Mode that is set on for these races, and on a map it will mark those dungeons, those 4 dungeons they have to beat to get the Triforce piece. And those dungeons that weren't marked are just useless. They don't have to beat them to get the Triforce piece. And I believe those are not progressive dungeons, so they shouldn't even visit them because they're not gonna be giving out anything valuable. And the dungeons they have to beat were Wind Temple, Earth Temple, Forsaken Fortress, and Tower of the Gods. Killing these enemies for Yoshi. Let's see, what is this item? Now he's even more richer. Buys with some rupees. Only the first upgrade for a wallet matters because that gives you a mail. The second upgrade is just nice to have when you need rupees. So it seems like fire and ice arrow both works for one-shotting the hands crocodile bite. Very nice fight for Mad Girl. So what do you think, August? Will the first masters for upgrade be in a Forsaken Fortress? Yoshi checking the second island that requires you to use a elemental arrow, ice ring. Oh no, that's not a nice jump to fail. Just to go back up and drag him. Meanwhile, Mackerel is checking something else that Yoshi hasn't checked yet. Let's see, is this paying off more, or is the Ice Ring Island gonna be the one? You can shoot to the light there and just light it on somehow like that. Glitching is fun. So what is this guy gonna have? An upgrade for Pick the Box, and it seems like Ice Ring had the boomerang. Boomerang is not necessary to get the seed, but it's a nice item to have if you want have some trouble with the snipes in a puppet cannon, so you can just cut off the tail with a boomerang. And yeah, Earth Temple, small key right before the mini boss. Nice to have it for that. She realized it didn't have enough magic to make that cap. You can just use the hook shot from a Coral as well. Mad Girl got the deluxe box. And it's the Wind God's Aria. One of those Bitwecker songs you want to have. Wind God's Aria blocks can be skipped. However, there's this one item, and that's the boss key chest. What if that has something and you cannot check it? Making sure she also already uses the item with the deluxe box. And that's the Moblim's letter. How funny is that we know where all the letters are, but the runners still don't have the delivery bag. That's 3 items right away to use and get when they find a delivery bag.
What was that there that Yoshi just got?
Yoshi got Wind God's Aria. As well as Mad Cow got it earlier. Now epicYoshi is gonna get the exact same item Mad Cow just got. And that was the Moblin's letter. It's just funny how he will have all the letters, but he doesn't have a delivery bag. So what is next for Yoshi? The banana tree. He hasn't checked that yet. Don't forget the cabana deed. Oh yeah, that island is also existing. Yeah. Oh yeah, true. You're right. You cannot check that because you don't have a grappling hook. And a delivery bag. My D. I'm just tired. Even if you use the storage, you don't have a grappling hook. Well, that means the only location left is a Forsaken Fortress. There will be something in Forsaken Fortress. Guys, there has to be something. Even if it's not the Master Sword, or well, if epicYoshi doesn't find anything here, then it's Forsaken Fortress. I'm kinda hoping there's something in Forsaken Fortress at this point. Forcing you to go there without a Master Sword is just kinda bad, you know, but you have to do it. The seed tells you, then the seed tells you.
Yeah, gotta find progress out there somewhere.
That's not the spot, Yoshi. That's not the spot. It's more left. You can see it. There it is. There's one more on back side of the... Oh, yeah, there it is. You see it? There's the iron boots. Which means... Wind Temple is open.
Yeah, the pressure items we need to finish the siege.
Is Yoshi gonna do that what I'm thinking of? He might as well. Guys, I think Yoshi is going to Forsaken Fortress. The direction he was going to is north. And yes, that is true what was told in the chat. That chest that Matt Girl didn't open and will not have a progression. That is, I think, marked on miscellaneous checks. And miscellaneous checks are not marked for this tracker, for this randomizer. So they don't have to worry about that chest. Yes, that is a Saria sprite. Cutting it closer. know you have a leave to Mad Girl. Well, you can do it your way. I really hope Master Sport is here. Please, Yoshi, find the Master Sport here.
There's the boomerang from the left there.
Maybe Yoshi didn't think about the Master Sport when he came here. I'm sure he's aware he cannot beat Helmar King without Master Sword or Phantom Cannon. But there's still a chance Master Sword can be here, then he can beat this place. And the funny thing is that it is possible, but we don't know yet. Let's find out. This dungeon map. You have to go back, Yoshi. You have to go back. Don't go that way. Yes, yes. Good. That door. This location will have 2 items. He got the map now, so the best case scenario, he hopes that Phantom Cannon has the compass. Then he doesn't have to kill it. Heart piece. That's the compass. Phantom Cannon will have an item. That's unfortunate. That is true. He can open the pod. That's really easy to work at. And go around the whole dungeon just to get to the chest down here. What is this last item gonna be? Light arrows. Damn. Well, that's all the upgrades for both. But unfortunately, he cannot get the driver's piece. He'll have to come back later with the Master Sword. I don't think killing Phantom Cannon is possible with the light arrow. Maybe it is possible, but maybe the chest doesn't spawn. I have never tried that. I have no knowledge of what happens if you try out the light arrows for this Phantom Cannon. So both of them doing the same thing, going to Wind Temple. Doing side hops to save time to get to the statue over here. Equipped over iron boots, I believe. That's why she couldn't catch that. Or kill it. Break it, I mean. There's a good amount of items they can check now in Wind Temple. They can bullet completely. Oh, the life of heroes form. It's just one hit away, Mad Girl. You can also use the jump smashes. What for boomerang is also good, stunning the stall force. Well, there's the first upgrade for the Master Sword. Good thing he opened the pot. Let's see what Yoshi wants to do. Mad Girl hasn't been enforcing her fortress. She doesn't know what is there. But Yoshi knows. Well, since he has that, that are all for yours both.
Anybody's game still.
It is always a randomizer. The very last one, Bad Girl used for as a makar will open the locked doors. So she already wants to commit for opening the part of the Mulgara or ending of the dungeon, the last part of the dungeon. Meanwhile, epicYoshi is in a Forsaken Fortress speeding the Phantom Cannon.
She's got to be careful with getting popped like this.
Yep. Playing Dennis is hard sometimes. Get the soup, yes. The glitch, or not. So what is this item you wasn't going to get without Master's Fort? Yes, the bottle is still an item you can use to reflect back the hits. What do you want to say about that, August?
That sword right there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's nice. It's another piece of our puzzle.
But you know where the location where it was locked behind the Master's Fort as well. That's a pretty cool way to get everything. Ooh, that was close. So you can open the warp box and wait the underneath this the level the main hall. Or not. It was right there, Mad Girl! What are you doing? Got small key. This dungeon has 2 small keys. Both are recovered unless you want to skip mini boss. then you only need one. You need the one small key to get to the Molkera. And the other one is used for the mini boss. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Failing the soap glitch. Oh, here's Batman. Getting cooked by the lore master is not fun. It spawns you back in the main room, so it's fine. From room. So the runners are doing their own separate things, but eventually they're gonna do their footsteps, you know. So for go mode, they have to get. Well, Mad Girl has to get Earth God Lyrics and Bracelet, as well as epicYoshi. Both of them has to get those items, and they're in a go mode. Except, well, Grappling Hook, like I mentioned earlier in this seed, there's a really low chance it will be in a maze chest, but how it can be there? I shouldn't say that because it might end up being there. It's a randomizer. Oh no, I got the hit. That stops the command melody. In a hit as when you're possessed with a command melody, we'll just end the command melody use. epicYoshi did their storage, so he can store the cutscene and move while the cutscene is playing. This way he can make sure Hammerrock King is gonna die sort of fast. Now Yoshi has to set up in this spot so he can hit everything for Hammerrock. Sometimes if there's a chance it can get stuck, that's kinda rare, but it has happened and it sucks when it happens. Move around a little bit. Yoshi, he'll be coming. He'll be coming. Don't worry. Worst case scenario is that Hammerrock King is actually stuck and we have to save for. Luckily, save for here will just spawn you back to the beginning of the fight. This room is rough for Math Coral without light arrow. I like how Dark Nuts have a friendly fire on. They can even heal themselves if they happen to be too close. Like that one guy just died there because of the friendly fire. Yoshi having a little bit of trouble with the storage right now.
Looks like Math Girl's having a little bit of a technical issue.
Yeah, some technical issues from her. And there's the king. He didn't get stuck this time. Now jump forward to him and there you go. Oh no, why are you flying away? What are you doing, king? That's so funny. Just keep attacking like that. Yep. And that's the 6th Triforce piece for epicYoshi. He has Earth Temple and Wind Temple left. They still have to find grappling hook, guys.
Hopefully finds it somewhere on the way.
Yoshi has a mail as full. Beating for second fortress gives you Aru's letter. What are you planning, Yoshi? Checking the mail? Or getting more soup? There's the mail. Let's see what it is. That male Yoshi just got is not in a logic as far as I know. So I never want to pay 201 rupees for that. But like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I believe it is. Nice, 20 rupees. Alright, Math Girl is back and she's in the end of the dungeon. So it seems like she hasn't get anything useful while stream was off for technical issues.
Meanwhile, we got Math Girl back in action.
Yoshi, you know what you're missing? Or did you get the power bracelet somehow? Yep. You can go through that with the storage from outset. However, you need the power bracelet to beat the dungeon. Chalhala is not gonna get the lift at all without power bracelet. Yoshi going back to Wing Temple, getting the remaining locations they have left. And still no grappling hook. Almost 2 hours in and both racers are still without grappling hook. Let's see what Mad Girl is gonna get. As well, one more. Oh, she has to get 2 more. She can make this really easy. She can skip climbing up again and again if she's like standing nearby that ledge, then holding forward or mashing A button to get the jump slash with the target and jump slash from A. Is what I meant. Alright, one more for Mad Girl. Then we can see what is the item gonna be. She has bought small keys. Doesn't have to worry about getting the small key yet or later. Or now or later, I mean. Well, you know what I meant. And there's the delivery bag. Top of this main hall has 2 more chests to check. The one is behind the wall, and the other one is here where she's going to. Earth God's Lyric. That means she only needs Power Bracelet and she can beat Earth Temple. Then the last item of all these things is Grappling Hook. They also need in order to beat the game. There you can use the boomerang too, Mad Girl. Wink wink. Yes, Power Bracelet and a Grappling Hook will be a goal mode. As well as getting the last Master Sword upgrade. Last 2, I mean. She only has 1 Master Sword upgrade. epicYoshi instead has 2. He only needs 1 more. So what is the big key chest gonna hold? Hopefully something nice, like a Master Sword upgrade, or just drop it easy. Simple. Grappling Hook. No, it's just a Wind Temple dungeon map. Both are in a Wind Temple. And now watch how much faster Yoshi is beating this. Light arrow literally kills everything one shot. A piece of heart. Ooh, this mini boss is really fun and fast with the light arrow. Just literally kill everything one with light arrow. Having some trouble for Mad Girl. Yoshi has to fork a little bit then backflip, so he's able to get that jump. But that works too, it's nice. Alright, the moment of truth is coming up, guys. What is in a mini-boss chest in a spirit temple? Wind temple, I mean, sorry, not spirit. 20 rupees. Alright, so is this the roadblock for them? Are they gonna keep going or... Well, for Mad Girl it's good because she has opened the path to many of the dungeon. This fight for Yoshi is gonna be really fast. Light arrows just makes this screen. You can one-shot the mini boss as well. Like see? Literally one-shot everything. And that's it. Thanks to light arrows. That sucks. Yoshi has to do the skip if he wants to go past the dungeon without worrying about casual strats or so. Oh, Mad Girl was late for that. Hitting the hammer on those skulls will one-shot them. So was the compass found? Yeah, the compass was found. And the map is full, I think, which leaves an item and a Triforce piece left in this dungeon. Yoshi is trying to get the damage boost, so he doesn't have to kill all the enemies down below this room. I think that was a bit early for epicYoshi, that's why I didn't get it. Ooh, that sucks. These enemies are on their way. You would have to kill them if you want to proceed. Or they can hit from a floor master and get forced back up. So I completely missed what Matt Curl just got from that chest. Just focusing on Yoshi's screen a little bit. It's nice to have a delivery back after a while and getting all the 3 letters. You can just turn them to the item. So where are you going, Yoshi? Already beat this dungeon. The Earth Temple is not open. With storage you can skip power bracelet, but like I said, you need to have that item to even beat Jolly Hard. and they know that logically the Smokey, aka the arcade machine, telling you those points. I shouldn't tell you. That girl is in a Mogera bite. Oh no, that's not good. That's a lot of damage taken. It's just 2 hearts. Reminding you're watching a Speedcamming 3. Speedcamming hosting lots of different tournaments, such as Links to the Past Randomizer, Zelda 1 Randomizer, Super Metroid Randomizer, Links to the Past, and Super Metroid Crossover Randomizer, lots of other games, just vanilla games as well, like such as Mario Brothers Orpeless, I believe. There has been Mega Man 2 tournament was done in the past, and this is Speedcamming 3. There's many other Speedcamming channels possibly on right now with different races if you're interested to watch them. Right now you're watching the Wind Waker Speeding Tournament Group A final match, and don't forget to follow the runners, and if you like the commentary you can follow the commentators as well, and follow the Speedcamming as well. Mad Girl is done with the Mogera, getting her 6th try for. There is a Majora's Mask Randomizer in development. Currently it's in a first versions, so they're not really like tournament ready. Maybe in the future we'll see that. Oh, that's a big oof for Yoshi. That must hurt. I would honestly use a light arrow against those guys at that point for the frustration. And I think he doesn't have a soup anymore, which makes this even worse. Luckily this drops you some magic. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? Oof. Just barely. Perfect.
Oh.
What is the mail gonna be? This mail was... Oh yeah, delivery bag. The bomb upgrade. The other one is a moblin letter. Need to give it to Maggie. So we'll see, is Maggie's letter gonna be useful? epicYoshi has it, but Madcurl doesn't have it, and I forgot what was the location for Maggie's letter. If it happens to be grappling hook, that's like... Oof. We'll see that. Oh, seems like Madcurl already has Maggie's letter because this cutscene is playing. Tracker doesn't have it tracked. There's the bracelet, so Earth Temple is open. And that's the last dungeon they have to beat. Still no grappling hook. A recovered item they have to get to beat the game. One more check in here. Oh yeah, Tsunari's mini. They're basically in a goal mode until they find the remaining upgrades for Master Sword. Oh! Where was the other Master Sword upgrade? Oh yeah, Forsaken Fortress. She hasn't done that. So that's the last Master Sword upgrade. For the... We know where the Master Sword upgrades are. Now it's just a grappling hook. We don't know what the location for. Madcurl has to go to Forsaken Fortress to get the Master Sword and Light Arrows. Then she has them all. Just a grappling hook. The worst case scenario is in a maze chest. I've been teasing that it will be there, but oh, if it happens to be there, who's gonna, like, I don't know. I don't want to say anything, okay? I don't want to say anything. Yeah, we have found all the... We know all the Master Sword locations. The one Madcurl doesn't have is in a Forsaken Fortress. Then the one epicYoshi doesn't have is the Maggie's letter. epicYoshi has Maggie's letter. He has had all the letters for a long time. And that's the flower they had to get, so they can get the heart piece. I believe this side quest was shortened. It's just a shorted. I don't even know how do you say that. Shorten it for short, whatever. This side quest is a lot shorter in a randomizer than it's supposed to be for the heart piece. So that's your price for that. He's still up there. Yoshi, you have to get him. Or snipe him. Yeah, that's right. Use that arrow, light arrow. But yeah, much better to just go up there and get him down. But it's so tempting to snipe him when you see that he's right next to the edge. Oof. Small mistake from Yoshi. You can make that jump with just a specific time with a leaf use and like aiming the right side of that jump so you have enough height to grab the ledge. In a Mert Girl scenario, she can just fully complete this dungeon, and after this she can go to her temple, and that's the last one she has to beat. So yeah, grappling hook can be there in any of these locations, but we know what is in a Forsaken Fortress. You can do it, Yoshi, I believe. No, that was too early. That was the right idea though. And there's the fully upgraded Master Sword for Mad Girl. And she has no idea what's coming next. The light arrow is coming up next. It's an item. what he has to aim for is the, like, go upright a little bit, then hold forward the whole time, and at the right timing, he has to release the A button, press the A button, so he can grab the ledge. And there's the light arrow for Mad Girl. She only needs one more item. Also, Tracker forgot to click the power bracelets. Oh, that was so close, Yoshi. You can do it. Moblin letter gave power bracelets, and Maggie's letter gave the last Master Sword upgrade. Oh, Will's Batman. She wants to get the Makar with him. I don't blame him. It's not an easy trick to do. After failing for so many times, you have lost so much time against your opponent. They're just extending the lead, possibly. That sucks for Yoshi. He must be frustrated over that. Damn. This race is still going, guys. Don't forget that. Even if Mad Girl is technically in a go mode, she still needs that grappling hook. If it wasn't for grappling hook for the very last climb, then you would just skip it. I Kinda missed what happened to Yoshi. I was pretty sure that cracked the ledge, but I guess not. This is pretty tight, I have to say. Yoshi has to beat the Molcara. Mad Girl has to beat the Helmarok King. I don't believe you can make that in time to before those things. They hit you before that. That was close. Just side hop, go that way. Good. I need to level a glitch for Yoshi. Doesn't have to do anything special, but just hug against the wall like that. It's pixels off from the wall, that's why it works. You're watching a tournament match in Speed Coming 3, Group A match, and this race winner person will move on to bracket stage. And Yoshi got to eat then. Oh no, hopefully he has enough HP. Yeah, good. That's a too hard damage each time you take a hit. Or eat them like that from Molcara. Mad Girl opted to not do the storage. I guess she had so much trouble to do it. That's my guess. It's gonna take a while to get each of these hits and break the mask. Please, epicYoshi, don't die. Do you have the soup? Yes, you have. Please, just use it even if you don't want to try the soup glitch. Mad Girl breaks the max for a Helmarok King. Do you guys know how close this is still? It's kinda funny. simultaneously killing the both bosses. This is a good moment to check the mail for Matt Girl. About to go to Earth Temple after this. At this far in a randomizer, you're probably starting to think that why is the opponent not done yet, or so. Especially when it costs this long, when usually you would expect the randomizer C to be done in a little bit over 2 hours, less than 2 hours too, if you happen to get lucky and you have a good routing. It depends. Depends on the seed so much. And now, Earth Temple. Let's see, is Mathcore gonna go mod this dungeon or check everything she can and hoping to find the grappling hook? Unbelievable you're still going in this randomizer seed without the grappling hook. And there's the Master's Sword for epicYoshi. All he needs is the same as Math Girl, the grappling hook. That's what the epicYoshi is probably thinking. Go more to Earth Temple maybe, or go there at least and hope it's there. That's what most people should do. Do the dungeon completely, see if it's there or not, then start checking the other locations again. The last shard is in a dungeon. You see the map there? Those that map had the 4 location marked, which means those are the dungeons they have to beat so they can get the Triforce piece. In this case it was Tower of the Gods, Forsaken Fortress, Earth Temple and Wind Temple. They have to beat those to get the Triforce piece. The bosses drop it. So a question for our chat, who are you rooting for? The race is really close. Oh, grappling hook, where are you? Most likely, whoever writes it will be in a leader. If it happens to be in a mini-boss area, Smokey or mini-boss, then Batgirl has this. Maybe she's in a lead right now in a dungeon. And I'm pretty sure they will casually beat it. I don't think Mad Girl or even Yoshi on the boss key yet. They would have been able to go mode the whole dungeon if they had the beast key. And there it is. Grappling hook found for Mad Girl. She's in a go mode. Yoshi has to get to the chest as soon as possible so he has a chance to compete against Mad Girl. Mad Girl is in a bigger lead right now. Oh, Yoshi is gambling for the rest of the dungeon, not having any items in the middle of the dungeon. I mean, so I'm wondering what Mad Girl was thinking there. She still has to find the big key. Makes sense, but the save warp wasn't really necessary if you go here. Probably got excited. Didn't know what I want to do. It happens really easily when you play Randomizer. Let's see, where is the big key gonna be? Oh no, Yoshi got cocked there. bottle. Why do you take it? You don't need the bottle. Mad girl, you're in a go mode. Do you understand that? A go mode. The bracket is calling you. Okay, so here's the thing. When epicYoshi gets this grappling hook, he will just bail on the parts Mad Girl is doing. Imagine, let's just say that Mad Girl does this for nothing. There's no big key. We don't know. We'll see. This is still a race, guys, even though Mad Girl is in a go mode, and Yoshi is gonna be in a go mode soon. It's not here, so if Yoshi just bails on that mini boss area, he will take it back to lead, maybe. This is so close. No, Yoshi. Think about it, think about it. It's just 2 checks. 3, I mean. Think about it. To be honest, it's really hard at this situation because you have so many possible locations. Yoshi, you better not drop down for that bottle, please. Good. Yes, you see, it's the bottle. What do you want to do with it? You want it? Sure. Okay, so here's the thing. Yoshi didn't do this just Mad Girl is doing right now because he got voided out. One of the hands grabbed him. So Super makes you so powerful. Double your damage with that. This is so even now. It's so so even. And that's the bottle. Okay, so if Yoshi skips that, then he will be in a lead. You know what they have to do? They might have to go through that mirror puzzle if the next chest is not gonna have a big key. Yoshi wanted to make sure he will be getting the item. Still looking for that big key. That hurts too, poor Matt Carl. Very nice. Alright. Let's hope it's in this next chest, otherwise the mirror room is happening. Of course it wouldn't be there. What am I thinking? now it comes to mirror room. It could be that it's behind the big key room, or it's just one of these chests outside of big key. So just in this room, there's 2 chests. Yes, you can leap to the rooms. No need to solve the puzzle. However, when you solve the puzzle, you have everything open then. Oh, what I'm seeing now. I see bombs from epicYoshi. Oh, never mind. I also saw a hat for a boss skip. It could be here. It could be in this chest, guys. Nope, not there. They're technically neck and neck right now. They're looking for the big key of this dungeon. Whoever gets that will most likely be in a lead. When the race has been going for so long, you really want to expect and think. You really want to think that where the opponent will be at this point. Are they at the pocket cannon now? They should be done at this point. Like there's always those thoughts. Is it in this chest? Can you hit that? There it is. If the race is a tie within 5 frames of each other, it is considered as a tie, and the match gets replayed. And there it is, the Earth Temple boss big key. Mad Girl is officially in a go mode, and she's ahead at this point. Yoshi wants to do some neat tricks to fully complete this dungeon. By landing on that, you can most likely use the mirror to get everything done. He's struggling a little bit. Runners are always asked for another review in the race if they want to do one. Oh, epicYoshi, you almost got that. Just 2 more left for Mod Girl. That's the 8th piece for Mod Girl. There's the boss key for epicYoshi. The save port. I believe it's much faster than climbing up again yourself. The piece. Don't forget the piece. And that's it. Now Mod Girl is on her way to go to Canon's castle and take down the Canon himself. If you like what you see, don't forget to follow the runners. They put a really nice show, and whoever wins will move on to bracket matches. If you like any kind of tournaments, always make sure to check out the other Speed Coming channels. There are, I believe it's 8 different channels so far, or less than that, but there's channels that has lots of different randomizer races, even regular races, you know what I mean? Mod Girl wanted to get soup, just in case something goes wrong. Okay, all that soup with the bottles she has. Now you're more than ready to go. And that's it for Yoshi. Yoshi can catch up if he goes straight to Hyrule Castle. Yoshi, you still have a race to do. Yoshi. Wrong side, man. Wrong side. Other side. It's there. It's there. Count down who has a better rocket cannon, snipes, and stuff. Now this is a race. Yoshi is just bailing on the soup. All these bongs will cost you time, Matt Curl. So 3 hours, 20 minutes and 2 seconds was that when she broke the ball. Let's see what epicYoshi gets. I believe it's close to 2 minutes, but it's still possible the snipes for Puppet are the best. A hook shot. Let's see how the snipes are for Moscow. Doesn't want to bother with the snipes, using the boomerang instead. Out of lane. So yeah, the dark defense is 2 minutes. And epicYoshi gets all his snipes now immediately. Bad Girl does nothing but just take the rope. So she gets the win. That girl needs much more hits. That girl is winning currently. Oh no, that hurts. One more of the things left for Mud Girl. Try to use a bomb there to start him faster. Not try that. That's a good last phase too. That was a good last phase, I mean. At this point of the race, it's been going on 3.5 hours. Thank you everyone who's been watching the race of the Wind Waker Randomizer Spring Tournament. This was a Group A match, and the winner moves on to bracket. And in this case, if nothing goes wrong, Mad Girl should have it, but epicYoshi is catching up because Mad Girl is taking her time here. If this ends up being a tie, then oh boy, dude. A tie has to. If the tie ever happens, their time when the race time is done is 5 seconds from each other, from within each other, at least 5 seconds. That will consider it a tie then. You're taking your time, Mad Girl. You're right there. You're right there. Oh, this is so close. They both have soup, but they lost it because they took damage. She's not getting the quick spins, that's why she was lashing too many times. Oh, don't die, Yoshi. Take the soup. Just drink it. Don't worry about it. Just drink it. Whoever gets to second base may have a better chance. That girl died! Oh, that's so unfortunate. That attack cannot just deal so much damage. Don't you die too, Yoshi! Oh, you're so close to die. Just drink it, the soup. You have so many of them. Just drink it. Just drink it. That's the second phase. That was the second phase. Now it's the last hit from Zelda's light arrow. Don't talk to her. You don't have a sword out, Yoshi. This race was like full of everything, and that's it. Yoshi took the win. He will be moving on to the bracket. Congratulations, Yoshi. Unfortunate for Math Girl, she had it, but feels bad, man. It hurts. Get into second base. Nice. With a sub, it's just a 2 good spins or jump slashes. And she has more than enough of them. that was enough. Now just reflect from the shield. And that's it. Hello.
Hi. How is everybody?
I'm tired.
I'm tilted.
Yeah, feels bad, man. It was a really long race. Lots of things happened. I can't remember every of them.
Yeah, I'd comment more, but this is PG-13.
Hello.
Hello, epicYoshi. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Jeez.
So
it actually came down to the Dolphin emulator, didn't it?
No, it came down to me dying on Ganon.
Oof.
I would have won.
You definitely would have won.
Yeah, that's how it was. Mad Girl was winning in Phantom Ganon. Then took the dead in a Ganon, unfortunately. We were just thinking where the grappling hook is gonna be, because that was the recovered item to beat the game.
Yeah, I actually forgot that I needed that.
Wait, what did you forget?
The grappling hook.
Oh my.
I went into Earth Temple thinking that I was in go mode, but since I needed the big key, it worked out.
Oh gosh, that big key. Oh. That big key, though.
The best place for the big key, but nobody ever wants it to be.
At least it was almost vanilla.
Gosh. I was starting to think grappling hook might be in the maze chest.
That was a
Wow, I suppose it is.
That was an opportunity for a great grappling hook location.
Ugh.
So overall, how was the seed? I imagine it was like all over the place. Those 4 dungeons you had to beat, getting all the pearls, Earth Temple, Wind Temple, so much stuff you had to collect to beat all these dungeons.
I think my favorite thing was the light arrows in the Forsaken Fortress.
Yeah, it was pretty convenient.
I went there without the Master Sword and got the light arrows, and then went to Wind Temple, got the Master Sword immediately, and potted back.
What do you think about Phantom Ganon having Master Sword?
That was ridiculous. I wanted to use a different word, but that was ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, that it was.
Yes, that is correct. The grappling hook would have been in a light arrow chest.
I was just thinking, like, before I got to the light arrow chest, it's like, how ironic would it be for the first tournament match to have the vanilla light arrows would be for the person who made that meme in the first place to be the one who got it.
I mean, that's what you get. Exactly what you want.
Oh gosh, it's so late.
It's early for me, but I should be sleeping. If you enjoyed the race, guys, there's more of the Finfaker Randomizer matches coming up later. Later today, tonight, whatsoever, I don't even know, will be one of the matches where I have to play, actually.
Ooh, good luck.
Good luck.
And after group matches are done, the bracket starts for the Finfaker Randomizer. And don't forget, there's other channels for in a speed camming. Lots of other cool tournament matches other than the Wind Waker, like Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, even vanilla games, speedruns, whatsoever. Thank you for the race, guys.
You're welcome. It was a lot of fun.
It was fun. I've actually never experienced feeling like I could win and then winning. I think every randomizer tournament I've entered, like, I've lost every single match.
Oh, yeah. I feel you there.
But I guess it's time to wrap it up since it's really late to all of us.
Good night.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Thank you all for watching on Speed Camming 3.